It's really interesting because iconic cards lead to iconic sets, and iconic players lead to iconic sets. When we think about the two most iconic baseball card sets of all time, I think of the T206 and I think of the 1952 Topps. We think of the T206 largely because of the Honus Wagner, but there's some other incredible players and really cool cards in there. Think about it. There's Ty Cobb, Cy Young, Walter Johnson, and that's just three of the names in that set. And so people want to be a part of it, even if they can't afford a Ty Cobb card or they can't afford a Honus Wagner, obviously. And what ends up happening is people are drawn to the set, and they'll even buy commons or minor stars or just average players just so they can have a T206 card. And I see that happening, or should be happening, or could be happening with the 1952 Topps set. One of the most famous cards of all time, if not the most famous card of all time, is the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle. And that set also has iconic players and iconic cards. Think about that one. We've got Mickey Mantle, we've got Willie Mays, we've got Jackie Robinson, and these aren't their rookie cards, but they're still iconic cards. They're very famous, very well-known cards. And most of us will never be able to afford a Mickey Mantle 1952 Topps, and we'll probably remember some of the times that we even see one in person. And so I wonder, are people going to start collecting the 1952 Topps minor stars and commons and Hall of Famers of that set? I really think that people are, as the fame of that 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle continues to grow. So I want to take a look at the 1952 Topps set and look at just how affordable some Hall of Famers in that set are in pretty reasonable condition. There are lots of Hall of Famers in that set, and we're going to focus on 10 of the most affordable Hall of Famers from the 1952 set, because I really think that as time goes on, more and more people are going to be collecting cards from that set to be a part of it. So though we probably won't have that Willie Mays or that Jackie Robinson that so many of us see and really enjoy to look at, we might have a Warren Spahn, we might have a Gil Hodges. So let's look at 10 cards from the 1952 Topps set, because if you're looking for cards of Hall of Famers to collect, why not go to the 52 set? Because as the legend of the Mickey Mantle 52 Topps grows, I think the demand for the other 1952 Topps set cards will also continue to grow. Check it out. Tell me what you think. All right, so we take a look here at the 52 Topps, one of the most beautiful sets and iconic sets of cards of all time. And when you look at these cards, it's not a coincidence that the 52 Topps and the T206 are so famous, because they have some amazing cards in them, but they're beautiful cards. So you can get a gorgeous card of so many different Hall of Fame players in these sets. I think that people are going to continue to gravitate to the 52 Topps. Now, when we look at this, you have a beautiful card like the Ed Matthews there. And then on the right, they're not all gorgeous. I mean, that Hoyt Wilhelm, it almost looks like his eyes are closed. The Yogi looks like he's got some tobacco in, maybe. I'm not sure what's going on there. The Mini Minoso is not a flattering picture. So they're not all perfect. So I went through and I cherry-picked what I thought were beautiful pictures of Hall of Fame players. And the first up is this Warren Spahn. Now look at that card. You got the B there for the Boston Braves. You got his signature, that bright red. He's looking right into you as you're looking at the card. And it's affordable. I mean, you can buy a 2.5 for $120. This is one of the best left-handed pitchers of all time. His win totals, his strikeouts. The PSA 4 is $200. $200 for a PSA 4 of a Warren Spahn 1952 Topps. And you have a card from this iconic set. So if you're thinking about getting a Warren Spahn card, why not get this one? If you're not sure which Warren Spahn card to get, but you want to get one because he's a Hall of Famer, the 52 Topps is the way to go. Now, Wee Reese, another awesome card. I only picked out cards that I thought were gorgeous. That Wee Reese is a really cool card. He's got the B for Brooklyn. Now, this one's a little bit more expensive. This is on the higher end because this is a high number card in the set. And the high number cards in the 52 Topps are really expensive because they're so rare. But I didn't think this was outrageous for a Hall of Famer, high number, Brooklyn Dodger in a 52 Topps. So I included it in my list of 10. But again, just when you look at that card, how could you not like it? Robin Roberts, a Hall of Fame pitcher. Beautiful card yet again. It says Fightin' Phillies on there. If you're thinking about, you know, I want to get a Robin Roberts card, Hall of Fame pitcher, look at the prices. A 3 sold for $63. A 4 for right around $100. These prices for Hall of Fame players of a very special and beautiful set seem very reasonable. I really think people are going to start to gravitate to the 52 Topps like they have the T206. And I think when that happens, the prices are going to go up. Bob Feller, look at the smile on that card. Look at the color in the background. You got the signature there when you could read signatures. You've got a PSA 2 for $113. You can get a 4.5 for $250. You can get a 5 for just over $250. This is a Hall of Famer, a top pitcher of all time, a beautiful card from a beautiful set. And now you have a 52 Topps Hall of Famer. Phil Rizzuto has a huge following. He's a Yankee legend. He's in the Hall of Fame. He was an announcer. Really likable guy. And look at these prices. You can buy a 3 for $82. You can buy a 4 for under $150. Those are decent condition cards for a 70-year-old card. I think they're gorgeous. So if you're like, yeah, you know what? I want a Phil Rizzuto card. Which one should I get? The 52 Topps. That's the one you want. Because they don't get prettier than that. They don't get more iconic than that. And look at the shot there. That is such a cool... Monte Irvin. Look at that smile. How could you not like Monte Irvin when you see this card? You got the NY. You got the Giants when they were in New York. And you got a Monte Irvin card. And how much is it? You could buy a 3.5 for under $100. How? Hall of Fame player again. So again, I cherry picked out the cool looking ones, the affordable ones of Hall of Famers. If you want a Monte Irvin card, why wouldn't this be the one you want? I can't think of one that would have a cooler picture than that. Gil Hodges, you have in the landscape stuff. I really like landscape pictures where they're on their side like that. You got the big B on his hat for the Brooklyn Dodgers, a recent Hall of Famer, and a 4 is $127. You can buy a 6. A 1952 Topps in a PSA 6 holder of a Hall of Famer for $400. You know, a lot of us collect just a variety of players. I think if you don't have a couple of 52 Topps cards in your collection, is it really complete? Early Wynn, another Hall of Fame pitcher. And look at the prices. A 4 for $112.50. Now, these are all recent sales. These are not sales from a long time ago. I mean, even a 7 in this card is fairly affordable for the majority of collectors. So if you want an early Wynn card, I think that's a really cool looking card. Got another Indian here, Larry Doby. Larry Doby, the first black player to ever play in the American League. And look at this card. That one's pulled back, but it's like he's standing in the dugout. He's got his foot up there on the left. Cool looking pose. And you can get a 3 for $106. I mean, a 4 for $132. Hall of Fame player, a famous player for breaking barriers and all that he did for the game and for society. And it's a beautiful card from an amazing set. I think people should be going for the 52 Topps cards. Richie Ashburn, another one. Fighting Phillies again. Look at that picture. Such a cool card. Bright green background. And it's extremely affordable. $105 for a 3. $200 for a 6. And he's in the Hall of Fame. And this is a 52 Topps. As you can tell, I'm big on the 52 Topps. If you're looking for a card of a Hall of Famer and you don't know which one to get, look no further than the 1952 Topps. And these are 10 of my favorite picks.